Howdy everybody, David here, and this is another Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition class breakdown tutorial, and this particular tutorial deals with the wizard archetype, the School of Conjuration. Now, the wizard baseline class features are really strong. The wizard is your typical traditional type of spellcaster throughout the ages of D&D. They get a multitude of spells from 1st level to 9th level, cantrips. They get the universal proficiency bonus, just like every other class in D&D, from +2 to +6 at higher levels. They get their arcane recovery. They get a multitude of ability score improvements, which allow you to improve your ability score stats, or you can take an optional feat if your DM, he or she, allows you to do so. You'll also get spell mastery and spell signature. But at level 2, you get an arcane tradition, and this is an archetype. Every class in D&D gets an archetype, whether you're playing a fighter, a rogue, or a sorcerer. The wizard is no different. So at level 2 you will get to choose the arcane tradition, and there are many schools to choose from for the wizard. This particular school is the School of Conjuration, and as a conjurer you favor spells that produce objects and creatures out of thin air. You can conjure billowing clouds of killing fog, or summon creatures from elsewhere to fight on your behalf. As your mastery grows, you will learn more spells of transportation and can even teleport yourself across vast distances, even to other planes of existence, at an instant. So the School of Conjuration is really cool. You get to summon creatures to fight for you, and you get to teleport around. Now, when you choose this School of Conjuration at level 2, you will get Conjuration Savant. And Conjuration Savant is where the golden time you spend to copy a conjuration spell into your spellbook is halved. So if you find a tomb, if you find a scroll, and you want to copy it into your spellbook, you normally would have to spend 50 gold per hour. You would have to spend 50 gold per spell level and also 2 hours per spell level to copy that spell into your book. But with Conjuration Savant, any of these scrolls that you find that are actually conjuration spells halves the cost, halves the time. So if it's a conjuration scroll, it only takes 1 hour now and 25 gold pieces. Really nice bonus for being a conjuration specialist. So you're also going to get minor conjuration at level 2 when you choose this archetype. This is when you can use your action to conjure up an inanimate object in your hand or on the ground in an unoccupied space that you can see within 10 feet of you. So it's pretty straightforward. 10 feet of you, on the ground, in your hand, and it takes an action. And it's an inanimate object. So this object can be no larger than 3 feet on a side and weigh no more than 10 pounds. And its form must be that of a non-magical object that you can see, or you have seen. Now, the object is visibly magical, radiating dim light out to 5 feet. So it's not a whole lot of light, but it does dim a light out to 5 feet. A dim light to 5 feet. Now, the object will disappear after 1 hour when you use this feature again, or if it takes any damage. Minor Conjuration, pretty cool little spell. That would bring a lot of great potential or possible roleplay into your game. Now, next at level 6, one of the bread and butter archetype features for the School of Conjuration, and this is benign transposition. And what benign transposition does is when you use an action to teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space that you can see. Really nice. Holy cow, that's really nice. Now, alternatively, you can choose a space within range that is occupied by a small or medium creature. And the key word there is creature. It can be an ally. It can even be another monster. So you can use your benign transposition to basically, as long as the creature is willing, swap places. I'm sure the enemies aren't going to be willing, but sometimes maybe your DM will want to have fun with it. Maybe the creature can think that it may get an advantage teleporting to you. So you could have fun with it. Once you use this feature, You cannot use it again until you have finished a long rest, or, this is a great or if you cast another conjuration spell of first level or higher. So there's no limit to this. You can literally keep casting conjuration spells and using benign transposition. It's really nice. It's a really, really strong spell, and a great class feature for level 6. Next, you're going to get Focus Conjuration when you obtain level 10. And Focus Conjuration is when you are concentrating on a conjuration-based spell, your concentration cannot be broken as a result of taking damage. So normally if you're using a concentration spell, which the spell will label, it will be labeled as a concentration spell. If you get hit, then you need to make a Constitution saving throw to see if you retain or maintain your concentration casting this spell. But with Focus Conjuration, as long as you're casting and using and concentrating a conjuration-based spell, it no longer matters. Your concentration cannot be broken. So Focus Conjuration is really nice. Next, you're going to get the last thing, Durable Summons, and this is at obtaining level 14. And this is where any creature that you summon or create with a conjuration spell will automatically start with 30 temporary hit points. That is massive. That's really nice. So, just like it says, you summon or create any creature using a conjuration spell, just make sure it's a conjuration spell, it'll automatically start with 30 temporary hit points on top of the hit point pool that it already has. So there you go, everybody. That is the Wizard's School of Conjuration. I hope you folks enjoyed it. Please feel free to leave a comment down below. Also subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you want to play one of these School of Conjuration Wizards or any other class in D&D 5e, I have over 840 character sheets, all on nice 3-page PDF formats. Every class, every archetype, every level from 1 to 20. Just download the 3-page PDF and go. Tabletopping.net, and there's also a link down below to check out all of the Conjuration Wizards. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.